Thanks, Chair. Yeah, I'm gonna start with the easy one. This proposal on the assessment of the quality of the question still outlines a process that is too long, and meaning you are not achieving the objective. We need a situation where the speaker makes a ruling that, and then all we do is give the scope or the criterion that allows, in as minimum a way as possible, for an immediate determination of the quality of the answer. And in my view, we need an on-spot that, Minister, you are not answering the question. I'm ruling that you are not answering the question that is being asked. I'll give you an example. You ask about let's say the president is answering a question on Palestine. You ask the question about, this is a question about Palestine, Israel. And the president talks about Ukraine and says nothing about Israel, nothing about Palestine. The speaker must be able to say the president is out of order on the spot. That's the hope. That's what we're hoping for. Because the frustration comes out of you standing and saying, the minister is not answering the question. I can be ruled out of order if the matter of debate or the matter of discussion has been determined. And myself, I go, there is a rule that says you are out of this speaking regime. That's what we need. That's the mechanism in my view. It seems to me that we may have to draft these things ourselves, you see. Because Kazo and them, they are not helping. This one is bad. I come to the hope as well with the question and answer session. For me, it has less to do with the time, but more to do with aggressively getting these people to be answerable. A rigorous process of holding them accountable. Where we, any scope are there. Imagine a scope session with prepared prior questions that you're going to answer a question, Minister, on unemployment or on a specific audit outcome, whatever. He comes with a prepared answer, but we're able to get as qualitative and accountability out of him as possible. I'm really attracted to this interpolation question. In Marxism, interpolation is a very interesting concept, actually. The element of, how should I put it, of surprise is at the core of this thing. That's what you need to revive. So the honorable member is correct. We must make a rule for inconsistent to what was the practice before COVID. Because this was about online engagements. You need that element of surprise, of like the minister not always reading, and possibly also members of parliament not always reading. That's number one. But I'm interested in the question and answer session completely becoming something like an interpolation. Before I saw this interpolation arrangement, my idea was, if possible, there are no decisions being taken in the National Assembly during questions, unless after, we do the rest of the other business. But normally the Wednesday gets given to question and answer. If possible, you can have 2-3 mini plenaries to interrogate, to get quality time with these people on the questions. And then you may have them as frequently as possible. Of a cabinet. The next president can appoint 100 ministers. What are you going to do? It's really less to do with quality time as in quality oversight. So if we can develop this interpolation and keep in mind, I would persuade all of us, keep in mind that Wednesday's National Assembly doesn't really need to take any resolutions. You can capitalize on breaking it into 3-4 sessions. But the qualitative interrogation must be in line with this interpolation idea. So I'm saying let's not have question and answer and then have interpolation separately. Question and answer must take the form of an interpolation altogether, so that there's maximum interrogation of, we already have debates and all of that, but if the question and answer session were to be like this, it would be really useful. I think those are my comments. I completely disagree with the proposal on the document called Quality of Executive Replies to Parliamentary Questions. I wonder if we could extend this to written replies as well. I know it was not, I think, Chair, you would not be opposed to the idea of quality answers being extended to all questions. I know we're always only thinking about oral replies, but there is also an issue of quality replies to written replies. I wonder if one can evoke the same rule to say, Speaker, I've got a written reply here. Can you rule that the minister has not properly answered the question? They must re-answer in a proper way. I think that would also extend or help us with this whole idea of quality replies. My respectful submission is that let's take this interpolation, develop a question and answer session on its framework, and think about breaking as well, because we've got too many ministers, breaking sometimes the House into 2 sessions or into 3 mini sessions, and then interpolate these people. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Honorable Ndlozi.